SIAC matchup between the top two teams in the SIAC East Division. Morehouse College taking on the Benedict College Tigers. We'll have the action for you in a moment, right after the national anthem. We'll come back. Brian Fulford and Rick Polk will be live here in Atlanta, Georgia at Forbes Arena. We'll be back with Morehouse College basketball on the Black College Sports Network.
Got your taxes. Intuit TurboTax Live.
Verizon just gave us all a brand new iPhone 13.
We've been customers for years.
I thought new phones were for new customers. We got iPhone 13s too, switched to Verizon 2 minutes ago.
Ours were busted, and we still got a shiny new one.
Check it out. So wait, everybody gets the same great deal.
I think that's the point.
iPhone 13 on us for every customer. Current, new, everyone. On any unlimited plan, starting at just $35. All on the network more people rely on.
It's like a loop machine. All around town, people trying to get down.
When you work in IT, complaints are part of the job.
Bill says the coffee's weak today.
But since CDW helped us switch to Mac, everyone's happier. Dan from finance likes getting performance without a big price tag. Phoebe digs the power of the Apple M1 chip. Mac is easy to manage, compatible with all our apps, and came pre-configured by CDW. Now we're even getting compliments.
That was Bill again, says he loves his new Mac. He's right about the coffee.
Hey, babe, meet us at the bottom of the trail.
Oh, man. Hey.
Open up. The redesigned Chevy Silverado with a sophisticated high-tech interior.
Open the door.
It's easy to forget it's a truck.
Thanks.
Nice truck.
It was.
Find new style. Find new roads. Chevrolet.
It's like a loop machine. All around town, people trying to get down.
At HBCUs, there's no limit to who we can be. Black and inspired and thriving. Black and magnetic and sing. From the classrooms to the quad, our passion is our purpose. We are leaders and legacy. So when you look at what we accomplish next, you'll know where it started. For who you are and who you want to be,
And welcome back to Forbes Arena here on the campus of Morehouse College. Brian Fulford and Rick Polk here calling this SIAC matchup between two of the top teams in the East Division. Rick, doesn't get any better than this. A couple of less than a week away from the start of the tournament. Doesn't get any better than this going into the tournament, does it?
Oh, no, you're absolutely right, Brian, and want to welcome everyone again to my alma mater, Morehouse College, to my Morehouse alum. What's up, fellas? Let's go. The house, we're coming in here 9 games on a 9-game winning streak. We want to go into that tournament, as you mentioned, that begins next week with a lot of momentum, good feelings. Everything tastes better when you're winning, and Coach Clay has got this ball club headed in the right direction. Let's go ahead and take a look at our starters here for our Maroon Tigers. At guard, number 1, Ibn Williams. At the other guards, starting at the other guard, Christian Lamar, sophomore from Macon, Georgia. Let me back up Mr. Williams. Let's give a shout out to his hometown of Newark, New Jersey. At the other guard, we're going 3 guards. Well, is Robert Dix, 6'5", freshman from Atlanta, Georgia, right down the street. At center is going to be Chukwe Buka Nofor. We're just going to call him Buka. 6'10" center from Lagos, Nigeria. And the leading scorer for our Maroon Tigers at the forward position is going to be Kerry Richardson, 6'7" junior from Riverdale, Georgia.
Over on the other side for Benedict, you've got Brandon Smith, 6'3" senior guard from Buffalo, New York. Brandon Beetleman, the 5'9" junior from Charlotte, North Carolina, rounding out the backcourt. Gob Gabriel, number 25, a 6'7" junior from Manchester, New Hampshire. Tim Moore, number 30, a 6'6" junior from Houston, Texas. And Gideon Zandu is the center, 6'8" grad student from Kinshasa, Congo. I hope I said that right. All right, keys to the ball game. Rick, what do we got as some keys for this one? I didn't want to miss out on the referees while we got their names.
Yeah, let's go ahead and give a shout out to our officials. Our referee will be Kevin Pettis, Darius Binion, and Patri Geis. I think he's my cousin from Mississippi. We talked about it before the game.
Okay.
But let's get to our keys to victory. After having a conversation with Coach Clay, definitely wants his team to focus on communicating on those ball screens. His defensive rotation, rebounding is going to be a must, and finishing at the rim, and of course always knocking down those free throws as we get into a close game. But we're hoping that this game is not close, hoping that they can come back from that heartbreaking loss on January 9th where we lost to these Tigers from Benedict 78-75. We're going to tip it off, and let's get going, Brian.
Been a lot of winning that's been happening since that. Ball comes up in the hands of Dix after being kicked around a little bit. I'm surprised the officials let that one go. That's Even Williams with the ball, double screen.
Well, this is not the Super Bowl, so they're not going to call all those holdings.
There's Richardson, top of the key, finds
That's Edwin Williams. Nice Buka Nofor with the putback there, Brian.
It's a nice follow. Up ahead comes Benedict. Brandon Beetleman with the ball over to Brandon Smith. Smith scored 24 points the last time these two teams met. Definitely will be on the scouting report in this ball game. 3-point attempt missed. Lamar comes up with it, ends up going off of Gob Gabriel. So it ended up being Morehouse ball here.
Well, that's definitely one of the things that Coach Clay stressed was rebounding and eliminating second chance points for Benedict and giving yourself second opportunities to score.
Dix gets a screen from Buka. There's Richardson for three, no good. Buka comes up with that one. He's doubled in the corner. They're going to say a foul is called. Foul is called. Looks like being on Brandon Smith. That'll be his first. Substitution coming in for Benedict. That'll be number 23, Felix. Checks in for
Gideon Buzagu. Is that how we saying that?
I think so. Richardson down the left side of the lane. Good defense there by Beetleman. He gets his shot blocked. He's fouled hard. Trying to make sense of who that was. That was number 30, Tim Moore, who got that block on Richardson down on the other end.
That's going to be Christian Lamar with the foul there. Good hard-nosed defense, not giving up anything early. We'll make them earning that stripe there.
Brandon Beetleman, known for his defense. That first one bounced around. Now, had 13 assists. I got to imagine if Beetleman had 13 assists, Smith had 11 points from it, and I got a feeling that's where a lot of those assists came from. Backcourt very productive in the last meeting. He gets the second one call. Morehouse with a 2-1 lead. Benedict puts up in that 2-2-1. Got to get him across the half-court line. Barely gets him across the team count. And Dix throws it away, trying to skip it over to Lamar.
Well, Coach Maddox wants that pressure to create those turnovers. At one point in the season, Brian Morehouse was having a problem with turnovers, averaging about 16 a game. They've since cut that down to 10 or 11. But Looks like Benedict's going to come with the heat to try to get Morehouse to turn the ball over.
Tim Moore off the glass, playing a little two-man game there. Back into that 2-2-1 again. Dixon got to put somebody in the middle of the floor to get to him. Williams gets across the half-court line. Benedict with their first lead, 3-2. Williams sets it up. Dix being guarded by Beetle. Under 10 on the clock. 8 using the screen. 6 going to the basket. It's
great defense there. Just stripped it from him on no shot up.
Beetleman kicks it back to Moore. Moore through the lane. No good. Lamar with the rebound.
Put a little too much sauce on that.
Just a little too much. Williams trying to use the screen from Buka. Dix with the ball. He'll use the screen. Morehouse loves to run that little two-man game as much as they can. Williams trying to find Trey. So mid-range pull-up by Williams. He did get fouled on the shot attempt. Let's see who they call that on. Looks like that's going to be on 23.
Well, I like how Morehouse was patient in the offense. They didn't force anything. Went through 2 or 3 sets with double screens, high screen roll, and then finally Ibn Williams was able to get into the lane and basically shoot a free throw there.
And I'm wondering if they said 25, so that might have been on Gabriel. We'll have to kind of pay attention to that foul situation as we go. We don't have the live stats working for us tonight, so we're kind of doing our own stats as we go here to keep you guys updated. First free throw attempt is good. Ties it up. Second one goes in, and Morehouse reclaims the lead, 4-3. Beetleman being guarded by Williams. Finds Gu. Over to Smith. Smith splits the double. All the way to the basket. Nice basket there.
That was a nice round. Nice getting to the rack right there for him.
Skip pass from Williams over to, it finds its way to Lamar. Left wing, no good. Might have been over the, yeah, that's definitely an over the back there by Buka. Looks like we got a substitution coming in for Benedict. That'll be number 3, Marshawn West. That's one thing I will say. Benedict will use their bench. Already within the first 3 minutes of the ballgame, we've had a pair of substitutions already. Williams guarding Beetleman tight. Finds Gu. Smith. Smith going left, baseline, beats Buka. Somehow, West gets it to Moore. Moore free throw line jump shot is good.
That possession was created by that cut right there in the middle where you said somehow he found, oh.
It's, on the lob attempt there.
Richardson was going up for it, wasn't he?
And I wondered if he was distracted by the Benedict player who fell and was underneath him. Because it did look pretty from here. There's a steal.
Great defense.
Up ahead is Lamar, pushing to the basket. Blocked by West.
They're not going to call that goaltending? Nope.
Beetleman has the ball, up ahead to Moore. He'll go to the basket, holy cow. Well, I don't know if it qualifies as a dunk, but it does qualify as a spectacular play there by Tim Moore.
Oh yeah, he got up there. It's not going to go down as a dunk. Kind of reminds me of that Dwight Howard dunk where he kind of threw it in, yes, but they counted it as a dunk.
During the dunk contest,
yeah, that wasn't really a dunk, but got his teammates up off the bench.
We'll take a break. Benedict with a 9-4 lead. You're watching Morehouse College basketball right here on the Black College Sports Network.
I'm a millionaire. I'm not a millionaire. I'm a millionaire. I'm not a millionaire.
Crypto is complicated, but as a tax expert with crypto experience, you can hand your taxes off to me. You do your thing, we've got your taxes. Intuit, TurboTax Live.
T. Madden & Associates is a sophisticated and experienced law firm located in your neighborhood. We're turning injury to cash.
T. Madden and Associates obtained almost $2 million for my injury. They turned my injury to cash.
Now, we can't guarantee how much your injury is worth, but we've recovered millions for our clients.
Call T. Madden & Associates at 833-PAID-123. That's 833-PAID-123.
Pizza Hut stuffed crust is the crust that made crust good. Topped and stuffed with over a half pound of cheese. What are you so afraid of? Loving it? Original stuffed crust, just $12.99. Only from Pizza Hut. No one outpizza the Hut.
Back to live action here, 15-50 remaining in the first half. Benedict with a 9-4 lead. Tim Moore at the free throw line looking to finish off a spectacular three-point play. A pair of substitutions coming in here for Morehouse. We've got number 21, Jomel McNear, and number 25, Amon Decker, both checked into the game.
Well, you can look for McNair to put the ball up on the outside and Decker to take the ball in and go to work on the inside.
Substitutions for Benedict, Deshaun Bartley, number 1, and number 32, Malachi. 10-4 is our score. Williams tried to go two-man game. It's deflected. West up ahead to Beetleman. Missed the layup. Lamar with the rebound. I think Beetleman got his steps. His steps were a little off.
I think he was looking for the contact, to be honest with you.
Richardson in the corner driving baseline. No foul called. They're gonna say he just stepped out. Turnover. Ball goes over to Benedict. Another substitution now for the Tigers.
All right, so this refereeing crew is letting them play today.
Kelly White is in. It's almost an entire new 5 here for Benedict from the starters. Left wing drive view. That's West, right wing three-pointer. No good, nothing but air. Rebound by Richardson. He wasn't able to secure it, so it's going to stay Benedict ball. Bartley inbounding, trying to find somebody. He's got to do it quickly. Gets it over to McCoy, who finds White. Here's the screen. Going left.
5 seconds left on the shot clock. He's got to get something up.
Flips the ball out of bounds. I think he was expecting McCoy to cut. Didn't cut fast enough. So turnover, 14:56 to play. Now Benedict goes full court man to man. A little jump trap here on the first inbound.
Morehouse has gone quite a few minutes without a score. We got to get something on the board here. We got to get back on the board.
Williams using the screen, finds Richardson, kicks it into the left corner. Pull-up jump shot goes over the rim. And off the backboard is Decker. He's going to get the shot foul. Foul was called on number 23, Felix School. That's the 4th team foul. Amon Decker, a sophomore from Minneapolis, Minnesota, found himself down here in Atlanta from Minneapolis. It almost feels, well, I'm not going to say it feels as cold as Minneapolis, but I'm sure he's definitely not, he's enjoying this weather a little bit better than maybe his people back in Minneapolis.
Well, it actually depends on what day of the week it is down here in Atlanta.
You at the free throw line. No good.
You're not going to call that over the back right there?
I think you're right. They did call it over the back. Yes, they did. That foul was called.
We got 3 refs on the floor and 1 sitting down next to you. I mean, I can see it from here.
White's called for his first. Again, Benedict, full court pressing on the first pass, on the first inbound.
It's still early in the game, 14 minutes to go in this first half. And I think Morehouse is still trying to figure out what they want to do offensively here in this game.
McNair, nice spin move. Nice. Touch by Jamel McNair.
I told you, he's coming in. He's coming in to get buckets.
Cuts the deficit down to 2. White with the ball. Finds his way to West. West left. 3-point attempt. No good. On the shot attempt by McCoy. Here comes McNair. Decides to go go forward instead of backwards. Lamar in the corner, skips it.
I thought he was going to take that shot. Looked like he was open for that one.
There's a nice basket there by
Aaron Decker. Amon Decker. Where did Aaron Decker from? I feel like he plays football or something.
It might I don't know.
I don't know where I got that from. Amon Decker.
Amon Decker. He's leading scorer right now for Morehouse with 4. Score's tied up at 10. Bartley using the screen. Richardson tries to jump it. He pulls up for 3. No good. Front rim. Rebound by Williams. Morehouse has a chance to take the lead. First time since the opening minute. Williams. There's Richardson. McNair driving baseline. Kicks it back to Richardson. Pull up jump shot. Back to the corner there off the backboard. No good.
Yeah, he tried to go off the glass with that one.
Richardson is such a smooth shooter. Looks good coming off his hand until you see where it goes. White back of the rim, no good. Rebound, and it's blocked out of there by Richardson. It'll stay Benedict ball. A couple of starters coming back in for Benedict, Beetleman and Moore.
We'd like to see that from the Morehouse defense. Active hands, protecting the rim without fouling. That's what's key.
19 seconds on the play clock. Got to get it inbound. Tim Moore has it. Pull up. Good. So right off the bench, Tim Moore, who has 9 now. So of Benedict's 12, Tim Moore has 9 of them. Top man checks in. 12 to 10 lead for Benedict. Lamar. Williams using the screen from Richardson. They come up with double. There's Lamar in the right wing. Nice spin move up and under.
Got him in the air.
Traveling. Oh, wow. Decker called for traveling. So we got a media timeout here with 11:56 to play. Benedict leading 12-10. You're watching Morehouse College basketball right here on the Black College Sports Network.
Charmin Ultra Soft has so much cushiony softness, it's hard for your family to remember. They can use less.
Sweet pillows of softness.
This is soft. Holy Charmin. Oh, excuse me. Roll it back, everybody. Sorry. Charmin Ultra Soft is so cushiony soft, you'll want more. But it's so absorbent, you can use less. So it's always worth it. Now, what did we learn about using less? You gotta roll it back, everybody. We all go. Why not enjoy the go with Charmin?
From novice to aficionado, find yourself here. High quality cigars plus personal customer service. Slow Burn is Waco's only mobile cigar lounge, featuring a meticulous, curated collection of premium cigars. Visit our website, www.slowburnwaco.com. That's www.slowburnwaco.com.
It's like a loop machine.
Back to live action here at Forbes Arena for this SIC matchup between the top 2 teams in the East Division. Benedict leading 12-10. Ball in the hands of West.
All right, Brian, I talked with Coach Clay earlier, and he talked to me about doing what they call a check and connect at the media timeout, so you want to be leading at each one of those points in the game. And at this first one, his team is down by 2, 12-10, so we'll see how his team responds to his message.
Well, they responded well there on the defensive end by forcing a shot clock violation. Benedict really...
I think they just lost track of the time on the clock. I don't think Morehouse did anything special on that defensive possession right there.
Nobody really made an effort to go to the basket or even take a shot at Tim. So
they were playing ball like it was 1946 without a shot clock.
Yeah. Wrong sport, wrong state. Even Williams to...
Believe it or not, I watched Hoosiers today. I think that's where I started thinking about that.
Maybe started on that, one of my favorites. There's a pull-up reverse by number 24, Nate Lace.
Yeah, Lace he's a get bucket guy too when he comes in. So
very good defender. Beetleman for 3, no good. Good box up, everybody. But West comes up with it. There's Lacewell with a block. Thank you, young man, for showing up right as I give you defensive props. 13 seconds on the play clock. Bartley finding his way through traffic, puts it up, good. Sean Bartley.
He was determined to get that bucket up right there.
This time he wasn't going to let the shot clock violation happen. He had to get it up. 14-10 lead for Benedict.
That was one of those Bel Air Academy offenses right there. Just give me the ball and get out the way.
Ball was stolen there for a second by Bartley, but he threw it out of bounds, trying to throw it off of me. Pair of substitutions for Morehouse. Number 3, Elijah Stewart, and number 5, Andrew Stewart. So the Twins check in the ball game now for Morehouse.
Yeah, Coach Clay's going 13 deep. Everybody's getting a chance to play.
Nice up and under move by Ahmad Decker.
Decker showing you the full arsenal down there, isn't he? Good footwork, up and under.
Beetleman off the screen for Moore, finds Bartley on the left wing. Down low, it's deflected by one of the Twins. Up ahead, that's Elijah. Williams for 3, no good.
I'll tell you right now, this crowd is expecting him to make a big shot. They're looking forward to it.
Decker trying to find something to do with it. A lot of spins from deep. Andrew Stewart, back of the rim, no good. Wow. Bodies hitting the air.
I like the aggressiveness of Lacewell there. I think he should have just went straight up with it, though.
That foul was on number 30, Tim Moore. But all you saw was a pair of Benedict guys and one Morehouse player sandwiched in it as 3 guys went up in the air. 2 bodies hit the ground. It's one of those, everybody has to come out of it, shake the cobwebs out, make sure everybody's okay.
And at the end of it all, Lacewell's there. Right place, right time, shooting free throws.
Nate Lacewell, first one is no good. Marshawn West checks back in for Benedict. Lacewell, a 6'9" sophomore from Missouri City, Texas. Previously played at Texas State. Second attempt, rolls, spins out just like the first one. So Benedict was able to hold on to their 2-point lead. 9:25 to play. West finds Beetleman at the top of the key. Just the screen from McCoy. Smith on the left wing, trying to get into the lane. Williams not giving it to him. 5 seconds on the clock. Beetleman gets into the lane, kicks it to the corner. West finds Smith for 3. Back of the rim, no good. Rebound Lacewell. And we got a foul on the floor.
Brian, I'm looking around this crowd, and I had some stats on attendance. I can't seem to place them, but you can see Benedict College travels. They are here and they are deep to support their team.
You gotta imagine, man, in Atlanta, there's probably alums from a lot of HBCUs around the South, or at least in the hour radius of Atlanta.
Yeah, I think Atlanta probably has, for a lot, like you said, for a lot of HBCUs, the largest alumni contingent in any particular city.
Lacewell's 3-point attempt bounces off the top and behind the backboard, so possession will go to Benedict.
I know I've seen the Atlanta chapter of the FAMU Alumni Association. Yeah.
Beetleman sets it up here. That's Andrew Smith trying to get it down to West. West going baseline, floats it up to McCoy.
Good defense.
Block. Williams on the break. 3-point attempt by Stewart, no good. But Lacewell on the follow and violently blocked out of there by McCoy. McCoy not letting that ball get off of Lacewell's hand at all, but he's called for a foul.
So Lacewell came in. I said he was going to get buckets. You said he came in and did it on the defense. Was going to do it on the defensive end. And look at him. We both were right. He's down here on the defensive end, making a block, hustles back down, gets the rebound, put back, and now he's at the free throw line. Get some more points for his team. And with all this effort, you would feel like Morehouse would be winning this game. But right now, they're still down by down by 2, 14-12, and have missed on a number of different free throws, which was one of Coach Clay's keys to the game, to a victory today. Was knocking down those free throws.
Baseball now has missed 4 straight. I can see frustration in his face there. Coming up on 8 minutes to play. Coming up to the next timeout. Smith, top of the key, free throw line, pull up jump shot. Back of the rim, no good, but West comes up with it. It's stolen away. Williams has it. He's got both twins on his left.
Got to spread
That's
the floor.
Elijah at the top of the key. Up to the corner to Lacewell, baseline. Lacewell finds Williams. That's Andrew in the corner. Three-pointer is good. Andrew Stewart. Morehouse with the 15-14 lead now, and we've got a foul down on the other one.
That's going to be called on Decker.
Decker called on the foul. And before the free throws more, we got a immediate timeout. 7:37 remaining in the first half. Morehouse with a 15-14 lead. You're watching Morehouse College basketball on the Black College Sports Network.
We'll do it. I think he played in the league, too.
.37 left. Coming back from the break. Tim Moore goes to the free throw line. Tim Moore has 9 points. 9 of Benedict's 14 points here in the first half. Will shoot 2. One more shot from Moore is good.
All right, welcome back here to Forbes Arena, and we are. So as I'm sitting around here, Brian, I'm noticing we got a local legend in here. We got Harold Ellis, whose jersey is retired here at Morehouse. Is hanging on the wall with the championship banners. Brother Harold Ellis graduated from Morehouse, played in Douglas High School right here, definitely an Atlanta product. Played in the NBA with the Los Angeles Clippers and the Denver Nuggets. So we want to welcome him back home. Harold Ellis in the building, supporting his Maroon Tigers.
Good to always see the alums back, especially the guys when you see their names up on the rafters, on the wall in this case. Always good to see them back. And there's a charge that's called on Eben Williams. Tim Moore has just come in and he's doing everything. He just drew the charge.
Well, if I'm Coach Clay right now, I think I might take the Phil Jackson approach and just let his team play through it. We got to get ready for the tournament. It's gonna be some tough times in the game. We just got to figure it out. I can't coach everything out. We got to figure some things out on the fly.
Well, exactly. I mean, Tim Moore with 13, Benedict's 18 points right now. just got to hope that he cools off a little bit or that he'll get subbed out of the game here for a second. Three-point attempt by Brandon Smith is good. So now Benedict grows their lead to 6 now. Largest lead of the contest. Well, no, not the largest lead, but feels that way after Morehouse did a great job of fighting their way back to a tie game and a lead. McCoy goes up and gets that rebound off the miss by Elijah Stewart.
Well, right now it just feels like Benedict wants it more.
Beetleman for 3. No good, a bit rushed. McCoy comes up with the rebound. He's blocked by Lacewell. Eben Williams up ahead to Stewart. Stewart on the sideline. He's doubled in the corner. Goes skip pass to Decker for 3. No good. Lacewell tips it out. McCoy comes up with it. Up ahead is Gabriel.
Woo!
Tim Moore, ladies and gentlemen. We have called his name.
You got to call a timeout on that. Oh, my goodness.
Somebody has to know where Tim Moore is because single-handedly, he is hurting Morehouse right now. We got a 30-second timeout.
What the young kids say, yikes.
Yes. All I looked up, I'm looking one end. Next minute, I saw a head above the rim and a ridiculous basket there by Moore.
Right now, Benedict is playing like they want this game more. Morehouse is playing like they feel like they're the better team and they expect to win, but they didn't come to fight right now. Benedict came to fight. They're scrapping for rebounds, loose balls, taking charges. They're doing all the little dirty things to in the trenches to get a win. And Morehouse is they're not matching that energy right now. They're not.
The last time these two teams met, Benedict had a double-digit lead, maybe 11 at the half. Ended up with a lead as high as 16 in the second half. So, I mean, here we are, Morehouse trailing by 8 with 5:33 to play. This has got to be a worry for Coach Clay. And checking into the ballgame for the first time is number 14, Mohamed Diallo.
And you see Coach Maggs is coming back with that full-court pressure.
Williams being guarded by Beetleman. Williams.
All the way.
In the corner, Stewart. No good. Tipped by Diallo. That's going to count that for Diallo. So already.
I think Evan Williams gave that ball up right there a little too early. That was one of those three counts more than 2 situations, but he had the lane. He should have taken that all the way to the rack, in my opinion.
Stewart. Double screen coming. Gives it over to Diallo. Finds Richardson. Richardson to the basket, and he's fouled. And Richardson would seem to be the answer if Moore is going to be hot. Morehouse will definitely want Richardson to get hot. That foul's called on number 32, Malachi McCoy, his second. Team 8th here in the first half. So.
Richardson's going to give you about 16 points a game. It's just about when of those points going to come that are going to impact the outcome of the game.
Well, that's his first point of the game here with 4:46 in the first half.
I remember watching Michael Jordan once, and he said, I could average 32 points a game. That's just 8 points a quarter. But when I get those points and how they affect the outcome of the game is what's most important.
Great point. Second free throw attempt was good. Tim Moore to the right side. That's Smith. Brandon Smith. Trying to use the screen from view. Into lane. Smith. No good. Diallo tips it out to Williams. Williams up ahead to Stewart.
Drop it. There you go.
In behind him. Into the lane. Floats it up.
Okay, Archer Hall. That's what I'm talking about right there.
Gary Richardson with the nice follow, and Benedict coach Artis Maddox calls a timeout, and Morehouse cut the deficit to 3.
Man, that was nice. Stewart came down, pushed it, dropped it behind him to his brother who got in the lane, and then threw up the alley-oop to Richardson, who threw it down with one hand.
Well, we talk about impact players. Now, already we've seen Diallo coming in, making an impact. Now, the last game that I called for Morehouse, Diallo was a starter, and he's probably one of those, every team has what coaches will say, you don't always have 5 starters. You probably got about 6 or 7 starters, and just a matter of the matchups. Well, I noticed that with Buka starting instead of Diallo was an interesting decision. We haven't seen Buka come back in, and it could be because of the pace. The pace where you have bigs from Benedict that are getting out without form, and we see that Diallo might be a better run or a better matchup.
Better fit, better matchup, especially at, like you said, at the pace of this game, where it would seem Benedict, they're trying to run. They're going to push tempo, push the pace at every chance they get, off a make, off a miss. They're up and down the court. They're coming out in the press, and so you want to match that. You got to go smaller, if you will, for Morehouse, and speed kills. You got to match that speed.
Sean Bartley is the only substitution I see that's coming in for Benedict. Almost went in, comes out, finds its way in the hands of Bartley, and then it's knocked out of bounds.
The great thing about this team, though, is that everybody stays ready, and so if Buka needs to come back in, he'll be ready to come back and contribute. It's a team, in every sense of the word. So, I'm proud of these guys and what they each bring to the table for the betterment of the good.
Bielman uses the screen. Bartley on the left side, looking to go down low to Hugh. And it's going to be a travel or jump ball. It's a travel. Hugh tried to go to the basket. Diallo said, no, sir. We'll take a break with 3:46 to play. Morehouse trailing by 3. You're watching Morehouse College basketball. Black College Sports Network.
It's never too early to plant the seed, to share the tradition, and instill a sense of pride in your HBCU with your little ones. HBCU Pride and Joy Children's Boutique helps you share your school spirit with a wide selection of adorable kids apparel and accessories officially licensed from your favorite HBCU. Visit hbcupridejoy.com and follow us on all social media at HBCU Pride Joy on Facebook and Twitter.
That spin class was brutal. Well, you can try using the Buick's massaging seat. Ooh, yeah, that's nice.
Can I use Apple CarPlay to put some music on?
Sure, it's wireless.
Pick something we all like. Okay, hold on. What's your Buick's Wi-Fi password?
Buick Envision 2021.
Oh, you should pick something stronger. That's really predictable.
That's a really tight spot.
Don't worry, I used to hate parallel parking.
Me too.
Hey.
Really outdid yourself.
Yes, we did.
The all-new Buick Envision, an SUV built around you. All of you.
It's like a loop machine.
3:46 to play here in the first half. Benedict with a 23-20 lead over Morehouse College. Brian Fulford and Rick Polk. And up ahead is Andrew Stewart.
Yeah, Brian Morehouse just got the ball back off a turnover by Benedict on us. Felix Hugh trying to play a little bully ball down there.
That's a 2-point attempt. No good.
Long
shot.
two, by the way.
Bielman on the break. Pushed ahead. Stopped at the free throw line. Gets it back. Lost control of it. Diving. Nice dive on the floor by Stewart. Diallo by himself. That's a tough one. Tough one for Mohamed Diallo. Good hustle effort there by Elijah Stewart.
Do you remember earlier in the game where I said it felt like Benedict wanted it more? They were scrapping more. You see a difference in the play from Morehouse right now.
Diallo recovers, but he commits the foul.
Stewart dove on the ball, dove on the ground for that ball, kicked it out. Defensive intensity's picked up, nothing easy in the paint. This is the kind of intensity that you expect from the Morehouse Maroon Tiger basketball team.
Well, this feels like, and this is a game that will determine seeding. Obviously, Benedict controlling their destiny to some degree here. These are the final 2 games, Saturday and Monday in the SIC. Tournament starts a week after that.
You're absolutely right. And Morehouse gets a W here tonight. W on Monday night, they can lock up the number 1 seed, and that'll give them a Wednesday, Friday, let me try to get this right, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday schedule as opposed to a Thursday, Friday, Saturday schedule. So seeding is important.
And definitely there's a baseline jump shot, no good by Elijah Stewart. Back comes Beetle. Gets it over to Marshawn West to check in. Bartley back to West. The screen goes off of it. Into lane. Left hand finish by Marshawn West.
So right now we're seeing a lot of one-on-one basketball on both sides of the court.
That's the first 2 for West. Talented scorer.
Looks like Williams is calling out a play here. Let's see what Morehouse does.
10 seconds on the play clock. Richardson, pull up, turn around, good.
That's a free throw. Little Kobe Bryant, Lamar DeRozan mid-range game right there.
And that's a good possession. Got to get Richardson involved. Here comes West, back at him. He lost it going out of bounds. Tiger ball. Coming in with 2:06 to play. We haven't seen much of Robert Dix, but he checks into the game, and then Christian Lamar checks back in. So not quite today's starters, but I have seen this unit that's out there for Morehouse be a starting lineup. Williams, Dix, Lamar, Richardson, and Gianna.
Probably going to got good ball handling up here on the court in case they want to come with some pressure.
Not sure if he wanted to shoot that or pass it. He decided to shoot it. He might even got touched on the elbow a bit. White, floater into the lane. Kaylee White with the basket. 6-point ball game for Benedict. Lamar gets to Williams. Benedict looks like they might have moved into a 2-1-2 possibly. Yep, it's a bit of a zone here. There's Lamar. Into the corner, it's deflected though by Moore. 1:19 to play. First half. The sideline inbound. Let's see what this play has set up. Williams, 8 seconds on the play clock. He pulls for 3, short. The shot, rather. Diallo! And unable to finish that one. He'll go to the line, though, with a chance to get 2.
Diallo trying to throw that down in somebody's face.
Foul on number 23, his second. And Mohamed Diallo from right out of Decatur, Georgia.
He's going to put somebody on a poster and send it home to his mama.
You got to try. You got to try. When you're 6'11", and you're that close, you got to try, because worst case, you're going to get fouled. Those keys that we talked about, Morehouse now has missed 6 free throws in total.
I was going to say, Brian, I haven't seen the stats, and we'll take a look at them, but I'm pretty sure that that's going to be very telling in the box score.
Well, when you're playing an even, well, relatively calling an even game, it's going to be those unforced turnovers, and that went off. Oh, that should be, yes, that should be backcourt. That's going to be a great deflection. Great deflection there by Ivan Williams. Knocked it into the lap of Kaylee White. It went backcourt. It should be Morehouse ball.
Well, the refs talked about it.
And they do say it is a backcourt. And the half-court line almost serves as almost like an out of bounds, given that it did not go off of Williams' hand or anything of that nature and go back to it. Benedict still had possession, according to the officials. Benedict now in a bit of a 2-3, 2-1-2. Williams, 4 seconds. Pull up 3. Good! Ivan Williams for 3, and I think we've got a foul or something happened after the play.
We'll say right now, that shot is definitely in his wheelhouse. He can hit that. He can knock that down off the dribble.
So the three-point attempt is good. They called a foul, it appears, on number 34, Gideon Buzangi. And so now that'll send Mohamed Diallo to the line in a 1-and-1 situation.
So we counted the three?
It should be a two-shot. Well, see, it's a two-shot. They incorrectly said it was a 1-and-1. No, it should be, because that was the 10th team foul committed by Benedict. And I see the officials, we got one official pointing at one thing and another official pointing something else. So we'll let them come to a quick meeting here. And the clock did move too, so that's another thing that they have to get adjusted. But again, I hate to keep harping on free throws, Rick, but
hey, it is what it is.
It is right now, and as many times as Morehouse is getting to the line, I always like to use the analogy: if you look at your misses, and if you can get half of those misses.
Brian, the math ain't mathing. We're down by 3, 28-25, and you miss 8 free throws.
It is what it is. So one thing about math, it does not change.
No. But Mohamed Diallo knocks down this one. So
right.
We can get
40 seconds.
Cut it to 2 right there.
Morehouse down by 2. It's about a 10-second difference between the shot and play clock. Into the lane, blocked by Diallo.
Good defense.
Dix with the ball, left sideline. The shot clock is off. 23 seconds on the play clock. Nearly lost it, but Williams comes up with it. And let's see, I thought Coach Clay was going to call a timeout, but Williams is going to play around with him a little bit.
He just got pushed back a little bit by the referee. He said too far up the court.
Richardson thought about the three, into the lane. Nice shot attempt, no good.
That was an indecision right there.
Play by Lamar. Richardson, free throw line, no good. A frantic final few shot attempts by Morehouse, unable to go in. So no harm, no foul. Morehouse trails by 2, 28-26 here. We head to halftime. We'll have some more stats and information for you after these words. You're watching Morehouse College basketball on the Black College Sports Network.
They were excited to perform the young graphic.
Let's move on to number 2, Howard Bison. Yeah, those Howard Bison are back to play basketball. They're one of the hottest teams out there also with 5 wins. Sitting at straight wins, if you would, 12-10, 4-1. Had a major upset at Norfolk State last week, and they continue to roll. 3 first-place votes, 98. They move up 4 spots from number 5 in terms of what's going on this past weekend. So I wanted to make sure you understood that in terms of what took place there in terms of some of these key matchups. When you look at Morgan State, they lost to Howard. That is sitting at number 2. I wanted to make sure people realize that. 88-56. Now, Morgan State did bounce back and defeat Norfolk State in one way. They pretty much dropped Norfolk State outside of the polls, just to give you some indication there. But guess who's number 1? Maryland Eastern Shore. Hawks. We had
what in the
about this program so long, and they probably rolling quietly get it done. They're sitting at 10-8. 4-1, and they got 4 first-place votes, not ranked, and jump in the polls all the way to number 1 with 111 points. They take down Central on the road 59-58, and that is after they bounce back and they take down South Carolina State on the road 76-60. previous loss in terms in conference play was their first game in conference when they lost to Norfolk State 57-46, but they've run it off since there. They defeated Howard 82-73, Delaware State 68-66, Maryland, South Carolina State 76-70, and just defeated North Carolina Central 59-58. As I said, 4-1 in conference play. That's your new number one. Take it and leave it. I'm going with you, AD Drew. Woo! I told you I had something fire. I want to see what you say about this one. Get your calculator out. Where's your computer?
I'm almost speechless on this one, Dr. Kabir. Almost speechless. First of all,
you did pause, so you were speechless for a minute. I got you.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, that was a very pregnant pause. That was a 9-month pregnant pause right there.
There was no creamies on that.
Yeah. First of all, damn you, Alcorn State. And great run that you have had in this fight. But were it not for Alcorn State, Dr. Cavill, do you realize this would have been the first time all season that you would have had every team in your poll not upside down? Alcorn State was the only team in this poll that was upside down. So damn you for Alcorn State for your non-conference record. All you had to do was get one more, then would have been the first time. Hopefully next week. Now I say this, now next week everybody will be upside down. So you know how that goes. But looking at this, Maryland Eastern Shore. I'm still trying to scratch my head on that one, Dr. Cavill.
Four straight. And let me get it straight. Alcorn actually has won 6 straight.
I understand your justification for having Maryland Eastern Shore up there, but I'm supposed to get into you like you got into me. Despite the head-to-head with Maryland Eastern Shore over Howard in the conference opener, I still can't say. I guess this. Howard has more sexy victories than Maryland Eastern Shore.
They do.
So, as a human voter, we all love our sex. So that's the that's why I would have had to go with Howard over Maryland Eastern Shore. Despite Morgan defeated your previous number one. Correct me if I'm wrong. The number one from 2 weeks ago. Norfolk was like number 3 last week, and they now sit. That only got them to number 5, Dr. Cavill. I've got to question that. I think Morgan should have been up ahead of Southern and possibly Alcorn if you consider Morgan's non-conference. Not conference.
All this East Coast bias.
I'm not doing East Coast bias. I'm really not trying to get the East Coast bias. I'm you asked my opinion. I'm giving my opinion. I'm just throwing out things. If I would have put pen to paper or finger to keyboard, Dr.
This really has thrown him off.
I am glad I did not see this before I put this on the screen. That's all I'm gonna say. Go ahead, Charles.
The great Davey Whitney is looking down right now, shaking his head. The Wiz is shaking his head. Alcorn has won 6 in a row. 6 in a row since that early elbow to Jackson State. Landon Buss has not had. Dominic Bruton is somewhere shooting threes right now. I'm telling you, this Alcorn State team, this is a tough team. Landon Buss got him. He got them in the right direction. They're trending upward. That was a shocker, the way they started off swag play with the loss of Jackson State. But I tell you what, we're talking about Howard being one of the hottest teams out there. They won 4 in a row, but Alcorn sitting over there, they won 6 straight. This is a good basketball team that will lock you up on the defensive side of the ball. They play tough man-to-man defense. So I really like this Alcorn State basketball team. The one that really opened my eye this past weekend, Howard destroying Morgan State. That was, golly, I did not see that coming. Yeah. When you talk about beating a team, and then Morgan State flipping that back around and beating Norfolk State last night on ESPN2. It said a lot to me about this Howard basketball team, but I probably still would have had Alcorn in front of them, despite the upside down overall record.
I did want to talk a little bit about bowls, and people have asked questions about the Celebration Bowl in terms of the payout. What does that look like? Just to give you updates there, you're talking about $1.2 million payout in terms of the bowls that go to the conference. A percentage of that goes to the institution, depending on the split, 75-25 for the SWAC, 70-30 in terms of the MEAC, or that was the last percentage breakdown in terms of what that looks like. But I want to do a little comparison so you get a chance of what does that look like. Obviously, you have the major bowls, and you've seen what they do as they off the chart in terms of the New Year's Six, $14 million, significant type of money. But you see how long they've been in the business for the Rose Bowl, going back 100 years in terms of what they do there and how they're tied into the CFP and how they have really engulfed all that money. But if you look at some of the other bowls out there, there was an article that talked about the Quick Lane Bowl, really focusing on New Mexico State, which it was encouraging fans to purchase tickets. And it wasn't so much about purchasing tickets. Obviously, you want to support your team. But a lot of it would maybe be of the distance that a lot of fans wouldn't necessarily travel for a 6-6 Aggies team that was playing a 6-6 Bowling Green Falcons team, if you would, coming out of the MAC all the way in Detroit. So they were asking fans to support the team that did make a bowl and purchase tickets so they could donate them to Detroit area youth. That's a great thing for the youth to get a chance to get out and see some college football. But I wanted to get into some of the money. When you talk about this particular matchup, when you see what was going on here, three things to know about the Bowling Green as they entering into at that time, the Quick Lane Bowl, which was this past week, if you would, a week ago, I should say. The university closed travel, cost them $400,000 travel to Detroit. When you talk about the Celebration Bowl, one thing is unique. You heard last year they got the deal with Delta, actually flew the teams in there to Atlanta, and that was at no cost to the teams. So you didn't have to worry about that type of cost where you see it doing $400K for Detroit. And so some interesting things there when you think about it. But this is really, it was interesting when I seen this, when you talk about these payouts. Because a lot of folks talk about $1 million, $2, $3 million payouts for these bowls. One thing people don't realize, a lot of times these bowls, the bigger number in there, but they'll charge you, as you see, for your travel, your hotel stay, food and things of that nature while you in there. They'll also charge you for the band.
Welcome back to Forbes Arena here on the campus of Morehouse College. The Benedict Tigers with a 28-26 lead in the contest right now.
And Brian, now it is time for the Align for Life second half adjustments. This is brought to you by Align for Life Chiropractics, located at 1800 Jonesboro Road, Atlanta, Georgia. Call them at 404-383-1110 to set up your appointment. Shout out to Dr. Williams and Dr. Fowler, both proud members of Alpha Phi Alpha. As we prepare for our 25th anniversary, we are asking for your support to continue and grow your coverage and broadcasting of all HBCU sports. Please visit Please visit myjbn.com/grow and choose how you would like to support our work. And we ask that you at least follow us on all social media, download our app, and share it with a few friends. We hope to continue to be your largest producer of HBCU sports for another 25 years and beyond. Let's get back to those halftime adjustments, Brian.
All right, Rick, so as we go through these statistics here, let's start with Morehouse here in terms of first half shooting. They were 9 of 38, that's 23.7%, in case you needed someone to do the math for you quickly. 2 of 11 from outside the arc, and 6 of 14 from the free throw line. For Benedict, they shot 11 of 33 in the first half, 1 of 10 from the three-point arc. 5 of 7 in the at the free throw line. That's the one area that they did kind of shoot well. Morehouse turned the ball over just 7 times compared to Benedict's 11 turnovers. 6 assists to 2 for Benedict. And in terms of steals and blocks, Morehouse with 5 steals and 5 blocks. Benedict with just 3 and 2. It's a 2-point ball game. The statistics would take me, Rick, to believe that it is a 2-point ball game, but there's a couple of stats that if Morehouse wants to win this game and continue that winning streak, a few things have to change. What do you see?
Well, thank you, Brian. I try not to make the game too simplistic, okay? I played a lot of basketball in Archer Hall right behind me, one door over, and, you know, I pick up, you play a game with 4 guys that you pick up, and one of the things you talk to them about is sharing the ball. That's what Morehouse has to do. They got to share the ball. They only got 6 assists on those 38 field goal attempts. They've only made 9. Now, that leads me to my second point. They got to hit some buckets, all right? You're not going to win a game knocking down 23% or less than 25% of your shots, 23.7 to be exact. And the last thing is you got to hit those free throws. You know, if they're going to give you that, we used to call it free money around here. You know, if they're going to give you that free money, you got to take it. You know, you only hit knocking down 2 for 11, where that's I'm sorry, 6 for 14 on the free throw attempts. 6 for 14 on that. That's 8 misses. We're in a 2-point ball game. That's a 6-point lead.
Morehouse has been to the free throw line twice as much, and they've only taken advantage of that with 1 made free throw, 6 to 5. So there's that big disparity and that big gap there. Individually for Morehouse, they are led right now by Kerry Richardson, who has 7, Amon Decker has 6, Ivan Williams has 5. For Benedict, they're led by Tim Moore, who has 15 points. 15 points. He averages 8.4 on the season. 6 of 8 from the field, 3 for 3 at the free throw line, 8 rebounds. So Tim Moore approaching double status.
Yeah, well, at this point in the season, Brian, with 2 games left in the regular season, you know, we expect the points and scoring to come from our usual suspects. As you pointed out earlier in the broadcast, Book is back in the game. Try to get some of that defensive presence. So he's going back with that original starting 5.
Gideon Buzanga with the first 2 points of the half. So exactly, they did go back to the big lineup with Buzanga for Benedict and Buka for Morehouse. Richardson for 3. Front rim, no good. Rebound. Smith with the ball across the half-court line. Beetleman uses the screen. Being held a little by Williams. Williams tried to swipe it away. There's Smith for 3.
Looked like he was trying to create some contact on that as he was going over that screen.
Brandon Smith, that's his second 3-pointer of the contest. He has 8. So a quick 5-0 start here for Benedict.
That's his second 3-pointer and the team's second 3-pointer. They were only 1 for 10 for the first half.
Diggs down the right line. He was fouled behind by Gob Gabriel, who's behind him. We'll see if that's what the officials say. It is. Foul on number 25. That's Gabriel's second. Foul. Into the corner for Lamar. Pump fake, drive baseline. Lamar goes. I'll act like I didn't know Christian Lamar had those kind of highs.
I didn't know.
But hey, I know now. My bad, young fella. Benedict trying to come back with an answer here.
Glad the people at home got a good view of it. The referee blocked my view. I just heard the crowd react.
No. Ivan Williams forcing the jump ball there. And possession arrow means it's Morehouse ball. So good defensive play by Williams.
Ibn. Ibn Williams.
Ibn, sorry. I said Ivan. Sorry. Apologies. Robert Dix with the ball, being guarded by Gob Gabriel.
I just don't want anybody blowing up your mentions on the Twitter, on your Twitter handle. That's all.
Exactly. Appreciate you. Ibn avoids the screen. Pull up jump shot. Looks good, it is. Ibn cuts the deficit to 3. Morehouse, Vince, trying to get fired up a little bit, encourage their guys here. Beetleman, up ahead to Smith. 10 seconds on the play clock. Off the screen from Benedict. Pull up by Smith, no good. Rebound, Ruka comes up with it. Robert Dix with the ball. Chance for Morehouse to tie and cut it to 1 point deficit. Double screen for Dix. Richardson, left wing, thinking about it.
Well, Book is calling for it down there.
Richardson goes up and he's going to go to the basket. And that's where Morehouse has had their advantage by going to the basket strong. That foul is on Tim Moore.
One thing I like about the way this team is coming out the second half compared to the first, you can see that the intensity intensity level is high. They're not coming out and sleepwalking through like they did the first half. Everything is going to the rim and they're going up strong and they're going hard.
First one is good. That's a great point you bring up because that little 5-0 run that Benedict had on a couple of shots, that could have easily turned into 6, 7 or more points. And it all started there with that jump ball tie-up there by Ibn.
And we're knocking down free throws.
Knocking down free throws. So count that too. It's a 1-point lead for Benedict, 33-32. Beetleman comes across. They almost came with a quick double here.
I don't know what Coach Clay said to him in halftime, but he got his point across.
Morehouse is switched up. Nope, it's still man, but it almost looks like a 2-1-2. Gabriel, 3-point attempt is good. That's a tough basket there by God Gabriel.
Yeah, he bobbled his pass, but he collected himself and got it up.
Well, he still had time. Corner is Richardson. Goes baseline, slipped it to Buka. Buka goes up strong and finishes out.
So we can see a point here to get the ball inside for Morehouse.
Mitchell Mayfair has now 4. Picks up that double. It's stolen away by Lamar. He comes up with it. Beetleman right into the basket. Lamar unable to finish it. That was interesting no call there by the officials.
Now knowing he has the hops that he has, oh man.
Tough 3-pointer.
What a knockdown of 3 right there.
That's a 5-point swing, and now it's steal by Benedict. Moore lost it. Moore misses the basket, but he gets the putback.
What I was going to say is after watching Lamar throw it down like he did before on that last play there, he just didn't get his legs underneath him.
And I'll call that a 7-point swing. We almost went from a made basket there by Lamar Richardson for 3. No, but Buka comes up with it right in his lap. Puts it back up. 41-36 lead right now for Benedict. Very important minutes right now here for the starting 5. Smith, another 3. No good. Oh, my goodness. Tim Moore goes up with it. It's really a putback because he wasn't able to finish the dunk, but he definitely skied up over Robert Dix. 7-point lead for Benedict.
That happened so quick. That just happened.
You got to keep an eye on Moore. Williams. Fake. Basket. Good. Ibn Williams.
That was a great basketball play right there. Got him in the air with the pump fake, one dribble, and right into his jumper.
Well, we've probably seen more points scored here in these first 5 minutes than we had maybe the first half. Deflection in the air, recovered by Lamar. Williams up ahead to Richardson, to the basket, no good. But he comes out with the rebound, and they're going to say he stepped on the baseline, and that will be a media timeout with 14:05 to play Benedict has grown their lead. It's a 43-38 lead. Let's step away. You're watching Morehouse College basketball on the Black College Sports Network.
It's never too early to plant the seed, to share the tradition, and instill a sense of pride in your HBCU with your little ones. HBCU Pride and Joy Children's Boutique helps you share your school spirit with a wide selection of adorable kids apparel and accessories officially licensed from your favorite HBCU. Visit hbcupridejoy.com and follow us on all social media at HBCU Pride Joy on Facebook and Twitter.
That spin class was brutal. Well, you can try using the Buick's massaging seat. Ooh, yeah, that's nice.
Can I use Apple CarPlay to put some music on?
Sure, it's wireless. It's something we all like.
Okay, hold on.
What's your Buick's Wi-Fi password? Buick Envision 2021.
Oh, you should pick something stronger. That's really predictable.
That's a really tight spot.
Don't worry, I used to hate parallel parking.
Me too.
Hey.
Really outdid yourself.
Yes, we did.
The all-new Buick Envision, an SUV built around you, all of you.
It's like a loop machine.
Coming out of the timeout, immediate timeout, 14:05 to play. Benedict with a 5-point lead. Well, both teams have scored over 10 points each in that first 6 minutes of the half. Bob Gabriel with the ball. Here comes the screen. He goes off of the right side pull-up. It's contested. Rebound secured by Lamar. Up ahead comes Morehouse. Robert Dix with the ball.
Well, you got to give credit to where credit is due. And every time Morehouse has made a run, Benedict has answered with points of their own. Morehouse put it to within one. Benedict went on a 7-point run.
Unable to come bodies hit the floor. Lamar is on the ground. There's a tie-up. There's a scrum. Let's see if they say it's a jump ball. Possession arrow will be Benedict ball. 15-12. 27 points were scored in that first 6 minutes, excuse me. Pretty impressive stuff there by both teams. And now we'll see if the pace will continue. As another substitution here for Benedict, number 3, Marshawn West. Beetleman comes across, sets the play. Bartley's in for Benedict as well. Bartley pull up, no good, and Booker comes up with it. Securing the rebounds on both ends. It's going to be paramount here for both teams. Lamar to Richardson. Richardson down low to Buka. Turnaround, bounces around, no good.
Try to hit him with the jump hook, couldn't knock it down.
Beetleman comes up after that rebound. West fumbles it, but he maintains himself.
Now you can see those two players are played together. As he was coming down, he was looking at his teammate and waved him over to him as he was trying to drive by him to set him up for a jumper or a drive to the rim.
Beetleman comes off the screen. We got a bit of a mismatch out here. Beetleman, he'll get by quickly, and that was a mismatch for I don't know how long, as unfortunately Cooper got caught out there guarding Beetleman. Somebody needed to come over and double that or something, because you left Luke out there too long.
Yeah, they just left him out there by himself on that island. He was just not quick enough to stay with him.
Williams, they went back court a little bit on the back cut. And they're going to say it stayed on the floor. That's on 3. That's on West.
Yeah, this is home network for Morehouse College, but that was a bailout call right there. They helped him out right there.
So there's a substitution here for Morehouse. Lee Macewell comes in for Luka Wafer.
I tell you, Brian, I'm biased, but I'm not blind.
Baseline drive, nice spin move by Robert Dixon. He gets the ball to go in.
Good move, young man.
basket. He'll bring us to a immediate timeout. Number 12 will step away. Morehouse trailing by 5. You're watching Morehouse College basketball on the Black College Sports Network.
It's never too early to plant the seed, to share the tradition, and instill a sense of pride in your HBCU with your little ones. HBCU Pride and Joy Children's Boutique helps you share your school spirit with a wide selection of adorable kids apparel and accessories officially licensed from your favorite HBCU. Visit hbcupridejoy.com and follow us on all social media at HBCU Pride Joy on Facebook and Twitter.
That spin class was brutal. Well, you can try using the Buick's massaging seat. Ooh, yeah, that's nice.
Can I use Apple CarPlay to put some music on?
Sure, it's wireless.
Pick something we all like. Okay, hold on.
What's your Buick's Wi-Fi password? Buick Envision 2021.
Oh, you should pick something stronger. That's really predictable.
That's a really tight spot. Don't worry, I used to hate parallel parking.
Me too.
Hey.
Really outdid yourself.
Yes, we did.
The all-new Buick Envision, an SUV built around you, all of you.
It's like a loop machine.
Well, the freshman from Atlanta, GA, Robert Dix, will go to the line after making a nice move on the baseline drive to get the three-point play. It goes in. Morehouse cuts the deficit to 4. And then Beetleman picks up a quick screen.
Looks like if he has a mismatch here with Gary Richardson.
He can move a lot better than Buka. Tipped around, swiped, and they're going to say, I think they're going to call Richardson possibly, but a swipe there on the putback. No, it is Richardson.
Yeah, that's Q just trying to get it up around the rim and get something and get a foul call. Get to the free throw line right there.
Felix Q goes to the line. Junior from the Ivory Coast of Africa. Gets his first basket of the day. Beetleman, Brandon Beetleman will take a seat, and checking in for him, I believe that is Kaylee White, 5. Second free throw is good by Q.
It's back to a 6-point game here, Brian.
Give it Williams. Head to Lacewell. Williams gets it back.
I think this is the point in the game where you just want to get one stop. You just want to focus on the next possession here for Morehouse.
Benedict back in the zone. Robert Dix right at the free throw line. Tried to go in too far rather than just pull it up and shoot that jump shot. Williams kicks it in the corner, but it's stolen away by West. West read that play perfectly. Stole it. It was intended for Lamar. West with a handoff. It's deflected a little bit. They're going to call Dix with a foul. Foul called on Robert. His first. Just team second here in the first half. Sean Bartley over to White. West down to White on the block. Trying to power his way through Lamar. Nice up and under, but blocked out of there by Lacewell.
That was a good move by Kaylee White, though.
He tried to power his way down there against another guard.
Yeah, he tried to hit him with a little up and under and had him until Lacewell cleared it out.
Not too many times you see guards with pretty good post moves. Nice turn and face by West. He had to get that one off here with about 2 seconds on the clock. Unfortunately, nothing but air. It ends up being a violation. So Benedict now picks up in the 2-2-1 full court. Getting across the half, Lamar has it. He has to keep it. Finds its way to Williams. 15 seconds on the play clock. Benedict back in their zone. 6 seconds, 5 seconds on the play clock. Williams get past the Dix.
He's got to put that up.
He's got to put it up. Jump shot with one. Good. Robert Dix knocks down another basket.
Yeah, cool under pressure right there. Clock ticking down. Just stay within his game. Got into his range and knocked it down.
Evan Williams, his second, team third. Andrew Stewart checks into the ball game now for Christian Lamar. Sticks going into the west, and they're going to say moving screen or trying to blow through the screen. They're going to call that on Richardson for trying to blow through a screen. No, check that. That was with Dix. That's his second. Richardson still has one. No mistake. 9:45 to play. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Look at toss and get in. They're going to say, now what do we have? Offensive foul called on somebody, somewhere on fight. Kaylee White on the screen, holding on that screen there. This second, a lot of fouls in there, and the clock came off the time came off the clock, actually.
No, not very much. It's just under 10 minutes to go with on a 4-point game here.
Robert Dix. Richardson's got to go up with it. Off the glass, no good. Tipped around, tipped back out, comes up under the hands of Bartley. White, down low to Hugh has the chair pulled out from him by Richardson. Finds his way in the lane, no, and it's going to go off in the hands of Robert Dixon. Stay on that end of the floor. Tim Moore checks back into the ball game for Benedict for one more substitution. Brandon Smith back into the contest for the Northwest, and in true coaching fashion, just to give you guys an extra minute or two to send a couple guys in, and then right at the last minute to send in the third. Excellent done there by Curtis Maddox.
Yeah, Coach Maddox, he's getting everybody some run.
White out, being guarded by Richardson. 8 seconds on the clock. Into the lane, pull-up jump shot at the free throw line, no good. White comes up with it. Tim Moore comes up with it, and Tim Moore scores again. Having a monster game right now, 49-43 lead.
Well, you know, Tim Moore had to step his game up with the Santi Price not playing today. Somebody had to make up for those 11, 12 points.
3-point attempt is no good. Bartley. And on the finish there was Brandon Smith. 3-point attempt by Dixon in the corner. Rebound by Lacewell. Lacewell could hold that right pivot foot, and they're going to say he traveled.
It looked like he was trying to get into one of his guards to try to reset the offense, but just didn't keep his foot down.
The last possession felt a bit rushed. The last two felt a bit rushed. And that's now one of those things where if Morehouse can't get enough stops, then you start pressing trying to score. White, baseline kick to Smith, the three, no good. Offensive rebound there by, and they're going to say he traveled, so Buzangu came up with it, but I guess he traveled going into the spin move.
Well, to your point, Brian, Morehouse has got to stay composed, keep their composure. You know, it's an 8-point game, 51-43, a lot of time left in this game, so there's no need to rush the offense. That's a good shot right there by Ethan Williams.
Top of the key is good. That's a big-time basket there for Williams.
And, you know, one defensive stop, a three-pointer, another defensive stop, a three-pointer. It's a 2-point game right now. It's a three-possession game.
That's why they say it's a two-possession game, 6 points, 5 points. Nearly stolen away, but Moore gets another basket. Timeout. He called the timeout, but it ends up being an immediate timeout with 7:25 to play. Benedict leading 53-46. We're watching Morehouse College basketball on the Black College Sports Network.
For his recovery, but he was here. He was on campus.
$7:25 left to play here. And of course, we want to give a shout out to Coach Douglas Whitler, who is most likely watching this contest. And we want to continue to pray for his health. You were saying he was up on campus just the other day, Rick?
Yeah, you know, whenever I speak with the coaching staff, I always ask about him, and I was told that he was doing better, still in recovery, but he was on campus earlier this week. I want to say it was Valentine's Day for the game, you know, the last home game. So continue to take your time and get well, Coach. We miss you, but, you know, I'm praying for you.
Team is in good hands right now. Good staff being led by Coach Clay. There's a three-point attempt left wing. No good. Chase down. Smith comes up with it. All the way up ahead to Moore. Moore pull-up jump shot. That's a heat check. That was a heat check if I've ever seen one.
And he's talking to his bench, too, telling them that he's good.
And Smith steps in front of that pass, and back here goes Benedict. White driving to the bucket hard, and they're going to call Robert Dix with the foul as he couldn't get his feet set. That'll be his third.
Like I said earlier, every time Morehouse made a run, Benedict has answered. They cut it to 5. Now, Kaylee White is at the line to push it back up to 10. So at some point, Morehouse wants to get a W here. They got to be consistently focused on defense.
Number 3, Elijah Stewart checks into the ball game for Robert Dix.
Either that or knock down some threes. That'll get you back in there. Trade 3 for 2.
The three-point shooting, unfortunately, has not gotten better for Morehouse since the half. Shooting 1 of 5 in this half. Goal line jump shot, in and out by Decker. Quickly is Benedict up the floor, right?
That was a good shot by Decker. He's got to knock that down.
White gets it back 15 seconds.
One thing as a team I would like to see is that Morehouse improve on his overall three-point shooting in the offseason.
Bartley with that play and that basket, that had to be a good timeout there by Coach Clay, because that you talked about, and I hate to say guys aren't giving effort, but just the determination to stop somebody from scoring, that play right there, indicative of what this run has been like. Bartley, no help defense.
That, and he got 6 minutes to go. This 13 points. If you want to stop the bleeding, you got to stop it now. You can't let this thing get away from us. Because if it gets up to 20 with 4 minutes to go, it's almost a wrap at that point.
A largest lead the last time these two teams met was 16 in the second half. So I wouldn't be surprised. It felt like a similar run as Benedict got out to the lead. Coming out of halftime, pushed it to double digits.
Well, being down by double digits with 15 and 10 minutes to go in the game is completely different than being down by double digits with 4 minutes to go in the game.
Correct.
Especially when them double digits 15 through 20, not 10 and 11. And right now we're at 13, so we're teetering right there on that 13, 15 right there. This thing can go one way, either way. And we want it to go. If we want it to go our way, then Morehouse got to make some changes right now.
Since the last time out, it's been a 6-0 run by Benedict. Ibn Williams, lead scorer for Morehouse with 12 points right now.
And you can see Benedict, they're playing with house money right now. They're playing with a sense of confidence. They're having fun.
Key word right there, fun. Full court pressure here by Benedict. Just a little loose pressure. Elijah Stewart. Court set here for Morehouse. Easy basket right there for Andrew Stewart. Might be the easiest basket that Morehouse has scored in the ball game.
Yeah, but I like he was under control all the way to the rim, used the play within the offense, then forced that shot.
Bartley screen for Moore. Moore gets over to White. White driving baseline and fell off. Stolen play by Stewart. Elijah Stewart to the basket. Easy left hand.
All right, there we go.
All right, and Benedict will call a timeout, a full timeout. We'll step away. That's a 9-point deficit for Morehouse. You're watching Morehouse College basketball on the Black College Sports Network. Benedict with a 59-50 lead. A pair of quick baskets by the Stewart twins. And
that'll get you back in the game there, Brian.
It's a start.
That'll get you back in the game. What did I say? Consistent, focused defense. Focused defense, consistent, couple good easy buckets. Now it's a 9-point game. It's not a light switch. You can't just turn it on and turn it off.
Being guarded by Andrew Stewart. Brandon Smith down to Bartley on the baseline.
He's gambling on defense, though. You don't like to see that.
Nice spin the baseline. There's a nice finish by Malachi McCoy.
Yeah, so when you gamble like that, you leave yourself open.
Stewart trying to float or lob that ball to Richardson. Richardson baseline, no good. Decker comes up with it and he's fouled.
So when you gamble like that and you miss, one of your teammates has got to make up for you. And the defensive rotation is slow. You end up with an alley-oop dunk like that.
Baseline corner jump shot, no good by Stewart. McCoy comes up with the rebound. Key things you said there about the defensive rotation being slow. That's happened but a tip back by Smith. No good, and Morehouse is
They've got numbers. They've got numbers.
Stewart. Holy cow, that ball was blocked by Moore. Unbelievable.
They called out a pass.
5-on-2. Bartley for 3. No good. I'm not sure that's the shot you wanted to take.
That's because they called out a pass. See, this time he went straight to the rim. That last time, they thought he was lobbing it over. That's why they didn't call anything on that. It didn't look like a shot. It looked like a pass.
Elijah Stewart with the basket. Well, back to a 9-point game. 3:30 to play.
Stay in front of him.
Nearly stolen away. It is stolen away. Up ahead.
Now.
Stewart. Richardson trying to find a way to get that ball up. A lot of fancy passes. Let's hope Kerry Richardson can finish it off at the free throw line with 2 easy
You're
points.
absolutely right. A lot of fancy passes. That's a simple, you got numbers. That's a 3-on-1. Drive, draw, and dish. If he doesn't stop the man with the ball, just keep going. Go all the way to the rim. If he doesn't stop you, go all the way to the rim. If he comes in front of you, you drop it off. You don't get too fancy with it. Not when you're down by 9 points with 3-something to go. You need a bucket. All right? So let's just keep it simple. Keep it simple.
I got you on the last one.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Fill in the blank right there. What my daddy used to say. Don't make it too difficult out here. All right.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a 5-on-2 get thrown that way. So it's got to be able to see.
The good thing is Richardson's going to the free throw line. You know, but you give props to who's that? Brandon Beetleman down there. Was that Beetleman down there got caught down there by himself?
Right here on the foul. Yeah. The foul was called on.
Hey, he did the only thing he could do.
Well, yeah, he had to do that.
Right. I'm gonna make him. I give up the easy 2, or I make him earn it from the free throw line. So
3:17 left to play. Again, just to set what's happening here. Benedict currently 14-5 record, first in the SIC East. And then you have Morehouse 13-6, tied for second in the East with Savannah State. As the officials came over to ask you if you saw anything.
Told him what I saw.
Okay.
No, I think it was just confirmation. That's it.
The foul was on?
Yeah.
Okay.
I told him we go to the replay and check it out and then just confirm it for him, and so we did. Gotta love technology.
1st and 2 for Richardson is good. Free throw shooting in this half has been much better for Morehouse. Practically perfect.
I was about to say, I don't recall us missing a free throw this second half.
So Richardson comes out of the ball game.
He's not going to sit for long.
No, probably won't. Luka Wafer comes in. Seven-point deficit. Beetleman splits the double, finds its way into Moore. Moore is the one you got to stop. Moore looked out of control, but somehow he got a foul call on him. They're going to change the call, and they're going to say a charge called on Moore. So that's a big break there for Morehouse. 18 penalty called on, 18 foul called on Benedict. So Morehouse, any kind of common foul, anything, send him to the free throw line.
All right, so if I'm Morehouse right now, I'm going all the way to the rim.
David Williams at the elbow, no.
Or all the way to the rim or open 3. It's got to be open 3, but everything should be going to the rim right now. Not settling for a mid-range jumper. Take it all the way to the rim, to your point, where we're in the bonus.
Smith coming off the screen.
Try to hit it with a hezzy.
Top of the key is West, driving left, spin move. Nice floater in the lane there by Marshawn West.
tough shot right there.
That's 8 in the ball game. 6-point ball game.
That man got a quarterback's mentality. He don't remember the last shot.
2 stops. 1:50 to play.
I still want everything going to the rim though.
Trying to get it down on the post. Skip into the corner.
Dangerous pass there.
It is. Nearly deflected out of his head. Moore. He's a bucket. There's a 3-point shot. Back over, no good. But somebody didn't box out. Bounces around on some people's head. Secured by Buka.
There he comes.
Big break there for Morehouse. Stewart with it. Another 3-point attempt. No good, but Buka comes up with it, and he's fouled by Moore, I believe. If that's Moore, that might be Moore's 4th. Oh, check that. They call that on Marshawn West, his 3rd.
This is actually a great opportunity for Morehouse right now. Clock stop, get some points.
Interesting decision for Coach Clay with guys like Richardson and Lacewell on the bench. Free throw attempt by
Buka, no 4. Didn't knock it down. That was part 3 of this 3-step program.
Still a 6-point game, 2 possessions. Beetleman coming up on 1 minute to play. 1 minute left in this contest. Smith driving into lane. He stopped, throws it up over his shoulder. Rebound by Decker. He gives it over to Stewart. Stewart to his brother, Elijah. Decker in the lane, up and under. Left hand.
Oh!
Just did not want to stay in the rim. And Evan Williams tried to come over and get a quick steal on Beetleman. Instead, he commits the penalty. That is just the team's 6th. Not quite a bonus situation yet. That's
6 points here with 36 to go.
36.5. You got to make a quick foul. West has it. Somebody's got foul across half court. It's in the hands of Smith. And cross-court official decided to give it to him.
You kept saying foul, and it looks like Coach Clay was screaming foul, but nobody heard him, or nobody had the had the situational awareness to commit the foul.
That's a better word than desire. I would have gone with a much shorter word, desire, because I feel like if you want to foul somebody, you can't foul him.
Well, you got to foul him immediately in the backcourt,
that's where it should
as opposed to waiting. We wasted 6 seconds. You know that Benedict knows you need to foul, so they're just gonna keep swinging the ball around until somebody stops them or commits the foul. Otherwise, I'm not running the play. It's like I'm playing Madden. I'm not running the play till there's 3 seconds left on the clock. I'm gonna eat all this shot clock up. Shot clock, game clock.
Well, especially with the way that press was set up, there was no third person there to account for the open man. I mean, they doubled the inbounder. There should have been a third man a little higher up.
Right.
That would have allowed them to make the quick foul.
And it's still 6 points.
Exactly.
And the way you got Edmund Williams, Elijah Stewart, Andrew Stewart, all 3 of those guys are good. They can get hot on the 3-pointer at any moment. So, we still got a chance here. The game ain't over.
Well, it's a 1-1. It's the first free throw attempt by Brandon Smith. He knocks that one down. Smith not fazed by it at all. 64-57, 28.1 on the play clock. Shot clock is off. Second one's in. 8-point game. Ibn Williams up ahead. Nearly stolen away by West.
He has some crucial steals late in the game, that guy right there.
Telegraphed pass there. So inbound. Williams. Screen by Richardson. Right. Pull up inside the arc. Good.
It's a long 2, though.
Long 2, exactly.
Should have needed a 3.
And there's a foul there committed by number 3, Elijah Stewart. 19.1 seconds.
they're going to run that play, they got to run it up closer to the Morehouse insignia in the floor M, so he can get around that corner and knock that in and have an open three. Otherwise, instead of taking a 23-footer for the three, you're taking a 21-footer inside the three-point line.
Brandon Smith makes the free throw. It's now a 7-point game, 19.1. Officially a 3-possession game now. Second one is good. It's back to 8. 67-59. David Williams across the half-court line. Pull up, three-pointer. Good. And a quick timeout there by Coach Clay. It's a 5-point ball game with 14.7.
I tell you, watching this kid, Evan Williams, play, man, I've seen him hit that shot so many times. You almost think, hey, you know what? I need him to just hit the turbo button in the first half and then come down and pull up like that in the first half to get going, as opposed to wait till, crunch time like this. He'll knock it down in crunch time, but I need that in the first half.
Yeah, always interesting why that shot is more likely to go in.
I mean, it's not like it's not contested. This guy's hanging in his face. Like Richardson is back in the game. Coach has his best free throw shooters on the floor right now.
Quick inbound to Smith. Smith has been that guy. He's hit the last 4 free throws, and it's still in the 1-and-1. I think that was the last one to be in the bonus. Somehow I think you deny him the ball. And one guy you don't want to let catch it right now is Smith. Anybody but Smith can catch the ball, especially after he's made the last 2 free throws. 13 seconds remaining. That's big move in that shot. 68-62. This would be a good miss if it happens. Opportunity to get the rebound and push the ball down the floor for Morehouse. Not to be.
Back up to 7.
Coach Maddox will call a timeout with 13 seconds after 2 free throws, 69-62. Well, again, let's set the scenarios again, because obviously next up for Morehouse is a contest against Allen University this senior night, and they'll end the season here. And they're in a tie right now with Savannah State, so they'll kind of be doing a little bit of scoreboard watching today, as I don't quite have exactly where Savannah State plays.
Well, I believe that Morehouse will have the tiebreaker over Savannah State, so even if they end up in a tie, they'll have the tiebreaker. So doesn't look like they're going to get a W today, but they can get that W on Monday, like you said, at senior night, in which case they will have an opportunity to cut down the nets and add another year to the SIC men's basketball regular season champions, as I'm looking up at the banner on the wall right now. Last one was in 2022. They can do it again in 2023. So even though the loss today will, again, there's still 13 seconds left. I'm not going to count it out. But, the goals are still in front of this team. Regular season championship, and then we got the tournament. So
I need to get whatever percentage you have, because I can't see those numbers up there.
Well, it's 2018, 2019, 2022. And then right next to the last football SIAC football championship for Morehouse was in 1991. The year before I got here, before I started walking these hallowed halls.
The officials, interesting decision on the inbound.
They're going to put some more time back on the clock.
Because the plate, okay, so on the pass, on the out-of-bounds pass, the clock should have not moved, but unfortunately it did. And Now, they put too much time up there. Somehow they went to 13.8 when there was only 13 out of the timeout. Even Williams up ahead. He's got to find somebody. He finds Stewart for a three in the corner. No good. Richardson with the follow, and he's fouled. 6.4 left. Stewart was in the corner for the three.
Now, I've seen a lot of strange things, a lot of exciting things, but I don't know about 7 points in 6.4 seconds. Well, I mean, Reggie Miller did what did he do? 9 and
that was 8 and 8.9. Second one rolls no good. Bounces around a jump ball situation. Possession error will stay with Morehouse, but now it's 3.9. 69-63. So this would almost have to be a catch and three. That would have to happen twice.
Catch and three.
There's Decker. He's inside the three-point arc, though. Unfortunately, no good. And Benedict rebound will signal the end of the contest as the Benedict Tigers give themselves a little more room in the SIAC East and gives Morehouse at least. And we'll see how the loss affects Morehouse. The final score, Benedict 69, Morehouse 63.
Not the way we wanted this one to end, Brian, but, you know, we got another game on Monday. It's a home game. It's senior night. Definitely use the Morehouse fans, friends, alumni, students to show up and support the team. Let's come together for dear old Morehouse on Monday to honor our senior. Our senior, Billy Thomas. We only have one senior on this team this year. All right, so.
Well, we'll see how quickly we can get stats. For Benedict, their player of the game, without a doubt, is going to be Tim Moore. I stopped counting and adding twos on my stat sheet after that hit check that he shot about 6 minutes ago.
You say Tim Moore, I give Brandon Beetleman. He was my most outstanding player. Played a great game at the point guard, controlled the pace, kept his teammates in it. I'd like to see his individual stats, but overall, I give Coach Maddox and his staff job well done. On this day, they got the sweep of Morehouse, January 9th. They took over the victory 78-75, then they get out of here today 69-63.
Rick, what's interesting about all of these, and if you look at the standings over in the East, obviously the top three teams are Benedict, Morehouse, and Savannah State. Over on the West side, you've got Miles, Tuskegee, and Lemoyne Owen, all with the division-leading 13 wins. Now, Miles and Tuskegee only have 5 losses. Lemoyne Owen has 6. That was going into today. Lane College, a game and a half as a 12-7 record. So we talked about the difference in seeding. Well, if Morehouse goes into this as the 2 seed in the East, or even the 3, should something crazy happen and Savannah State win out, that means you're probably playing one of those top 4 teams in the quarterfinals, which makes it a tougher road. Looks like we've got Coach Clay coming over. I'll let you do the interview with Coach Clay, as I'll give Coach Clay my headset here and let Rick talk to Coach.
you have final stats? We need to get a copy. Thank you. All right, Coach Clay, thank you for joining us. Unfortunately, the winning streak comes to a close today. All right, but you still got everything in front of you. What are you telling to your team? You still have all your goals in front of you. Conference championship, tournament. What are you telling your team when you go back in there?
It is what it is. It's one loss, one game. There's a lot more games to be won. Still got a chance to win a championship, a tournament championship, and also a national championship. So we're just one rock along the road. We had a good run, a good streak, but this is one game that's going to stop us from going on another streak. So just keep on keeping it positive. The season's not over with this game right here.
All right. What can you attribute to not getting the W today?
You lose by 6 and you miss 10 free throws. You got 15 turnovers. You shoot 22% from the three-point and 31 from the field. So it just wasn't a good shooting night for us at all from any aspect. And then we turned the ball over as well. So our shot just wasn't falling in tonight.
Okay. All right. Well, let's end this on a positive note. What can we expect on Monday night as you bounce back on senior night?
Bounce back. We got to honor our seniors, of course, come back with a good win. Just bounce back. We got to get in. We got 1 day break, which is Sunday, and then we got a game on Monday, so we don't have a lot of time to prepare. Just getting up a lot more shots, doing our scout, our regular stuff, same game routine. But we got to fix some things here and there. Nothing major. Like I said, if our shots would have fallen, it would have been a different ball game. We didn't play terrible. But we just got to fix a couple things and we'll be all right.
Yeah, I have to agree to you. I know you have your perspective sitting on that sideline, and we have our perspective on this sideline, and a lot of things that you're talking about similar, the same things that we talked about. You know, we don't expect you to shoot as poorly on a regular basis or the next game.
Yeah.
You know, so that happens sometimes. That's the game.
Yeah, sure,
but you guys are going to bounce back. We'll be there with you. Thank you very much for your time. Good luck next Monday.
Yes, sir.
All right. I'll be here. We'll talk again. All right.
Yes, sir.
Thank you
Appreciate
again.
All
All
right.
right. Well, Brian's going to come back in here. We want to thank Coach Clay